Straight on the heels of the J.D. Power's dependability test, where Lexus just lost their pole position after 8 years of being at the top to Genesis, Consumer Reports just came out with their top recommended brands. And they also came out with their top vehicles that they recommend, the top 10 vehicles that they recommend. And they are extremely conflicting for the Toyota and Lexus brands. Smash the like button and let's roll. Over at Consumer Reports, which car brands make the best vehicles? Consumer Reports exclusive testing and member survey data reveal the best and worst automotive brands overall. How do they rank the car brands? They're built on an average of overall score for each model tested. A brand must have at least 2 models tested to be included, which we'll get into this in a second. The overall score is based on 4 key factors: road tests, reliability, owner satisfaction, and safety. Road tests have about 50 tests that they run through. Reliability predictions are based on problems reported by Consumer Report members in 17 trouble areas, which could be more reliable than J.D. Power's dependability rating. Owner satisfaction from surveyed Consumer Report members reflects whether drivers would purchase the same car if they had to do it again. Safety includes crash test results and extra points awarded for proven advanced safety features that come standard for the model. We're just going to focus on the top 10 here, and for now, Porsche number 1, they went up 2 spots. Subaru fell to number 3. Genesis still staying at 2. The funny thing is you can see here models tested on the far right. Is it a coincidence that the brands with the least models offered / tested, because right, these are just models tested. Now Genesis only has 3 models. Porsche has about 5. They're only comparing the models that they have tested. And the second number is the models that they recommend. So I feel like this area here is a little in favor of the Genesis and Porsche lineup, since their models are so small, or their model lineup is so small. Road test score, again, they say they have 50 tests. I don't know exactly what those 50 tests are. And of course, there's a lot of subjectivity in there as well. Owner satisfaction, subjectivity, but when you get tons of data from lots of different owners, it becomes objective at that point. So you can see Genesis has been going way up in owner satisfaction. Predicted reliability, you can see Mazda moving up the ranks here, and Lexus down here at number 5. And that's really surprising to me because Lexus has the highest percentage of loyalty customers. So Lexus stayed put at number 5, and you're telling me that Toyota is all the way down to number 12? And look how many models that they have, way more models than anyone else on this list for the most part. I mean, I'm just scrolling, I don't see anyone else with as many models tested or recommended than Toyota. Okay, so enough with the which car brands make the best vehicles. I mean, yes, I'm biased towards Lexus and Toyota. I don't think Toyota should be behind Mini. Are you kidding me? Mini, Kia, I don't know. Of course I'm biased, but let's keep moving. Top 10 picks of 2020 best cars of the year. So they take similar studies that they use to determine their top brands for 2020 to come up with this car list. But the ridiculousness is that they're only testing vehicles that come standard with forward collision warning and automatic emergency braking with pedestrian detection. Of course, that's standard on every single Toyota now. Toyota Safety Sense Plus, and Lexus has the Safety System Plus 1.0 and 2.0 systems now. The top picks are listed by price range, and let's roll into the first one. Under 25 grand, Toyota Corolla. No surprise that the new Corolla is a home run, especially in the hybrid trim. You have the new Subaru Forester, which was redesigned the past couple of years. Good value for the money for the small SUV segment. And it's funny that this Forester is considered a small SUV now. Winning the hybrid segment is a Toyota Prius, which again, this is kind of misleading that they still have a hybrid segment because Toyota hybridizes just about all of their models now. So I'm surprised they don't have the RAV4 hybrid here, because that is now outselling the Prius. So kind of a head scratcher there, but another win for Toyota nonetheless. Midsize sedan Subaru Legacy, so that's beating out the likes of the Honda Accord and the Toyota Camry. Subaru Legacy, good vehicle that's just been redesigned in the past year or so as well. Large sedan, Toyota Avalon. Well, there's not a lot of competitors in this segment either. And you can see this is in the price range of $35,000 to $45,000, so that prices the Lexus ES out of this competition. Midsize 3-row SUV, and it's funny that this is now considered midsize. This is it's a 3-row. It's a 3-row. It's crazy that it's midsize. It's very big. But yeah, Kia Telluride, I really like the looks of the Telluride. I don't like the looks of the Hyundai Palisade. There's a lot of things going for this vehicle, and Kia is crushing it with it right now. Compact pickup truck, Honda Ridgeline, so that beat out the likes of the Toyota Tacoma, for example. Midsize SUV, Lexus RX, 45 to 55 grand. Of course, it's the best-selling luxury SUV out there, so it's good that they included this segment for this top 10. And then last but not least for the Toyota lineup is sports car. The Supra reigns supreme as their pick for a sports car. What's funny that there's no price range here on this sports car. So I mean, I feel like they just had to pick something, and I feel like they picked something popular. I don't know what else to say because it's a good vehicle, but you know how much I don't like that it's in cahoots with BMW. It's essentially BMW, which like I said, I'm never gonna stop mentioning that it's not a real Toyota. And then they have their own category for electric car, Tesla Model 3, and again, no price range for this category either. But I feel like this is almost like a unanimous pick. The Model 3, there's nothing really out there in comparison in terms of volume, price, performance, etc. And so here's the list. This is just the poll that you can click on. Which 2020 top pick would you be most likely to buy? Well, let's just not even look at the question because I mean there's different needs for different people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Half of the top 10 recommended picks for Consumer Reports are Toyota products. However, when we go back to the top brands, well, guess what? A Porsche is not, or Genesis, or Mazda. None of those brands that I just mentioned are even considered in the top 10 picks of the best cars of 2020. So very, very conflicting. I feel like they're talking out of both sides of their mouth here. So what do you guys think? Is that a little confusing or what? They don't even have a Lexus in the top. They have Lexus in the top 5, but Toyota in the top 12, but they recommend 4 Toyotas and 1 Lexus out of 10 total top vehicles to buy in 2020. And the RAV4 wasn't even in there, and that's the best-selling vehicle outside of, I think, the large pickups here in America. So do you guys agree with their list? Do you agree with the top 10 picks? I don't necessarily agree with either, but it's just funny that Toyota is number 12 in their brand recommendation, and then they recommend 4 Toyotas for their, they recommend 4 Toyotas for their top 10 recommended vehicles. So just a big head scratcher. At this point, between JD Power and Consumer Reports, with their lists that they come up with, I take no stock at them anymore. But hey, it's just all for fun, and it allows me to bring this content to you guys because I would love to see what you guys think between these Consumer Reports that we saw today and then the JD Power video that I made a couple days ago. But I'll catch you guys in the comments and in the next video. Until next time, deuces.